Hi there, this is Lee Thurman again, and today I want to talk about millennials. And I had a conversation just the other day with a guy that is a franchise owner for a company called College Hunk Moving Services or College Hunks Moving Services. And it's a mover, sort of like, like any other mover. There's All My Sons, and there's firefighters movers, and there's a bunch of them. And they have a kind of a cute name. They're really in the same business as all other movers are. And he also focuses his attention on hiring people that would fall into the category of being millennials. Now, that naturally makes sense because they're young and have strong backs. But he deals with a lot of millennials, and he was bemoaning certain sort of aspects of millennial from a work culture, work habits sort of perspective. And millennials, I know you're not all the same, and I want to give you some tips. Those of you that have never had this presented to you, I'm just going to give you a little bit of a little bit of background information. That is, I've had as many as 400 employees. I've had multiple different businesses, and I know lots of people that have businesses and that are successful. And there are certain things that you can do that are going to dramatically improve your success in life, in business, and in life in general. And these are things that, as a group, you are reasonably consistently accused of having problems with. But I'm just going to list out 8 things that you can do that are going to, if you do them consistently over the long haul, I guarantee you, you're going to be vastly more successful than you would be otherwise. Now, the first thing is really very simple: show up every day. When somebody hires you, they're hiring you because they need something done. And if they hire you, they need to be able to count on you. So show up every day. You can't just show up when you feel like it. You just have to show up every day. So showing up every day is an important personality trait and work trait that is just, it's not acceptable if you can't do that. It's all about dependability and personal integrity. The next thing is, this is number 2, show up early. If your shift or your job starts at, say, 8 in the morning or whatever time it is, you should be there 10 to 15 minutes early. I always try to make it 15. Be there early so that you can get out of your car, into the building, to your desk, get a cup of coffee if you're working at a desk or whatever it is. Get all those little things that you have as habits and rituals that you do before you actually start working. Get them done by the time that you're actually on the clock. That way, you're giving 100% of the paid for time to your employer. They notice it and they appreciate it. Next thing, number 3, stay late. You don't have to stay 5 hours late, but stay late. Don't be darting out the door every time at exactly, say, 5 o'clock. If you're off at 5, don't just be out the door at 5, so that all that's remaining of you is the smell of your cologne that was in the building. Work late. Don't leave exactly on time. Now, there are plenty of times when you'll need to leave on time, but make it a habit to put in a little extra time every day. It gets noticed. Okay, that's important. Number 4, ask for feedback. Tell your boss or whoever you report to that you'd like to know, are you doing a good job? And more importantly, what can you do to improve? Now, this isn't an everyday type of thing, but just periodically just ask for feedback and ask, what can you do so that you're doing a better job? Okay. The more that you make your employer succeed and successful, the better for you. Number 5, ask for extra work. Almost every job situation, especially jobs in offices, almost every job situation, the work that is expected of you, the work that you're hired to perform, they're going to be the employer is going to be surprised when you get to the point that it becomes routine to you, and it always will. Work will become routine. It's not always going to be new and exciting while you figure it out. Now initially everything's new and exciting, you're figuring it out, but after some period of time it's going to become routine and you're going to get good at it, and you're going to find that you can actually get 8 hours of work done in 5 or 6 hours. So you have a couple of extra hours of kind of relaxed time. Well, don't do that. Ask for extra work. Take on new tasks. I promise you, this will pay off big for you. Almost nobody actually kind of raises their hand and says, "Hey, I got done early. What else have you got that needs to be done?" But it's that attitude that is the thing that employers love seeing. And not only will they give you extra work, but they'll reward you. They'll reward you with extra opportunity and more rapid growth. Make your boss, number six, make your boss look good. Okay, part of what your job is to make your boss's job easy. So make your boss look good. Do extra things to be able to make their job easier. Chances are pretty good that your boss has been around longer. Now, I know there's bosses that are lousy bosses, but most of them are actually pretty good people. And so it's very likely that your boss is going to move up the chain. And when they do, whether they get hired at some other company or whether they move up in the company that you're in, if you've been making their job easy, guess who they're going to bring along with them? They're going to bring you along. And you know what that's going to mean? That's going to mean an opportunity for increasing your skill set and your revenue. Because when they bring you along with them because you made them look good and you made their life easy, they're going to reward you with opportunities to move up with them. If they happen to go to a whole new company and they get a great new interesting job, which much higher pay, you know what they want? They're going to want to bring a team with them that they can depend on. And if you're that team member, you're going to get a chance to say no or yes and go with them to this wonderful new opportunity. That's what you want. You want to increase the number of options for expansion and revenue and opportunity in terms of skill set growth, all that kind of stuff. So make your boss look good. Now, here's a little thing. You're almost never going to see anybody do this. Pick up the trash on the floor when you notice it. You're walking down a hall and you see a piece of paper or a paper clip or a pen that fell out or something. Just stop and pick it up and put it in the trash or do something with it. Now, I'm not saying you got to go wander around the parking lot and picking up all the paper, but I'm going to tell you something. People notice that if you stop and just keep your workspace tidy, but everybody's work, take pride of ownership, stop and pick up and things, keep your desk area clean and put up. That's number 8, by the way. Number 7 was pick up trash. Keep your desk area clean and pick up and put up. Oh, say clean up and put up. Keep your desk looking organized. Keep your workspace organized. Those are the 8 tips. And I've got one bonus tip. Bonus tip number 1, which is point number 9, stay off your cell phone. Your cell phone is your cell phone and it's not your work phone. Spending time checking Facebook or social media or texting people, there is almost nothing more irritating to an employer than to see somebody on their staff in the office on their cell phone taking care of personal business. You put that phone away and don't look at it until you're on your break. If you get caught looking at your cell phone, there's almost nothing that you can do that's going to be a bigger negative in the eyes of your superiors than to see you spending time on your cell phone. Put that thing away. That's actually a career killer right there. If you can't properly manage your use of your phone to only do it during your breaks and during lunchtime, then you're not going to move forward in your career as much as you would like to. So there you go. There's actually 9 tips. There's 8 pieces of advice plus a bonus tip. Pay attention to that, do those things, and I guarantee you're going to have a vastly more successful career and you're going to move up the organization way faster than you would otherwise. Good luck to you. Thanks for watching. Oh, be sure and subscribe. If you liked this, be sure and subscribe. I'm going to have more for you.